What is going on, guys? Blazing Tech here. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of a different video than I'm really used to doing, but I'm really excited to get it out to you. And this is going to be why the Kyrie Irving knee surgery is a blessing for the Los Angeles Lakers. This past offseason, Kyrie Irving shocked the NBA world by requesting a trade from the Cleveland Cavaliers that were destined to make their fourth straight finals appearance. His reasoning was quite understandable. Number one, he was tired of playing in LeBron's shadow, and number two, he really wanted to prove that he could lead a team by himself. When he penciled in that huge contract with the Cleveland Cavaliers, he was set to be their centerpiece and their number one option. And when LeBron James decided to come back home, he really changed the dynamic of the team, and the team itself shifted from Kyrie's back to LeBron James's team. This was extremely evident when the Cavs gave guys like Tristan Thompson and J.R. Smith contracts that might have been frowned upon, but this was really to keep LeBron happy and to keep that championship team intact. To make a long story short, Irving surprisingly asked for a trade, and he found himself wearing green. He found himself in a Boston Celtics uniform. This trade was rather shocking because this team was probably one of the only teams in the East that would actually stand a chance against the Cavs. After signing star forward Gordon Hayward and acquiring a top 5 point guard in the league in Kyrie Irving, going into the 2017-2018 season, there was a major debate on whether or not the Cavs could make it out of the East with the new-look Celtics, hot on their heels and with something to prove. After a rather sour breakup, both Kyrie and LeBron had something to prove. For LeBron, he wanted to prove that he was still the most dominant player in the NBA and that he would be unfazed by the departure of Kyrie. Most importantly, LeBron wanted to prove that there was no chance that anyone else would come out of the Eastern Conference and that he alone would propel his Cavs to their fourth straight finals appearance. For Irving, all he needed to prove was that A, he could be the number one option on a playoff caliber team, and B, he could be a leader and a positive role model in the locker room to this young Celtics team. In a rather unfortunate turn of events, these new-look Boston Celtics have been riddled with injuries, and at best are destined for a first or second round exit, with season-ending injuries and setbacks to their stars in Gordon Hayward and Kyrie Irving undergoing a season-ending knee surgery. Despite the fact that Gordon Hayward was not going to play a single game for this entire season, Irving single-handedly kept these Boston Celtics formidable and proved to be a leader and a successful number one option when he was healthy. In spite of all of this, the success of Kyrie's move was always going to be determined by how big of a splash the C's were going to make in the postseason. With all the injuries the Celtics have gone through this season, it is safe to say that although Kyrie was on the right track, he hasn't proven anything yet. As the season comes to an end, it is fairly obvious that the Cavs will make it out of the East, despite all of the woes they've experienced throughout this season. In my opinion, the only team that could really challenge these Cavaliers are the Toronto Raptors, but time and time again, Kyle Lowry and DeMar DeRozan, rather unfortunately, have just not shown up in the postseason. Now, I already know what you guys are going to tell me, and you're going to tell me to trust the process. The process is going great, but just in my opinion, they don't have enough experience to knock off the Cleveland Cavaliers in the Eastern Conference Finals, if they even make it that far, with an eye injury that could keep Joel Embiid out of the first round. The truth about LeBron is that unless he wins the 2018 championship, A, he will most likely leave the Cleveland Cavaliers, and B, his critics and most of the NBA world will scream from the rooftops that Kyrie did all the heavy lifting, especially if the Cavs get knocked out of the playoffs before the finals. In my mind, despite what the media and LeBron may say about Kyrie leaving, and, LeBron went out and said the kid had to do what he had to do, the kid, I strongly believe that Irving leaving really left LeBron feeling some kind of way, and that he was going to truly go killer instinct and honestly just dismantle Kyrie's Boston Celtics. The fact that he's not going to be able to get the chance to do that is going to leave a lot of unanswered questions. All the unanswered questions regarding LeBron and Kyrie, coupled with the fact that LeBron will probably not win this year's championship, in my mind, leaves a great sales pitch for Magic Johnson and the Los Angeles Lakers to acquire LeBron James this offseason. Just to be clear, this pitch is just my opinion, and you guys can disagree with me, and I'd love to see what you guys think in the comments, so go ahead and leave those down below. But for this pitch to work, LeBron must either lose in the Eastern Conference, which is preferable for the Lakers, or lose in the NBA Finals. For this video, let's assume that the Cavs make it to the Eastern Conference Finals, they win the Eastern Conference Finals, they make it all the way to the NBA Finals, but lose again to the Golden State Warriors. At this point, LeBron's finals record would be a rather disgusting 3-6, and he would be furthering himself away from that elusive greatest of all time title, and also he would just be furthering himself from Michael Jordan. Yes, it's true that his Cavs made it out of the East, but critics will emphasize that the Celtics, if healthy, would have given the Cavs a run for their money. They will also point out that the emergence of the Celtics' young core and the extra year they have had to develop will help them win the Eastern Conference Final next year. Also, you've got to think about the Philadelphia 76ers hot on their heels, and the process would be very close to completion, in my opinion, at this point in time. So in my mind, this is what would be going through LeBron's head. Number one, he's lost yet another finals to the Golden State Warriors, who will be the king of the hill for the foreseeable future. Number two, his roster is clearly not ready to take on the Warriors for the future. And number three, Cleveland's management has continued to show their inability to make trades that will benefit the team or any effort to make the roster stronger. This opens the door for Earvin Magic Johnson to make one of the strongest pitches to LeBron. Firstly, Magic will connect to LeBron by comparing his legacy to what LeBron is trying to accomplish, and emphasize that he could be a mentor to James, and a mentor that James has never had throughout his career. Magic could compare LeBron's arrival to the Lakers to his own, and show what an impact Magic had to the Los Angeles Lakers, and explain that LeBron could have the absolute same impact, if not a better impact and a greater impact, and bring championship basketball back to a franchise that knows how to win and that will be committed to him. All in all, they've already cleared so much cap space for him and traded away valuable assets just to get a crack at LeBron. This has to bode well with him, and this has to make LeBron feel as though he will be the top priority for the Los Angeles Lakers. In my opinion, the strongest pitch the Lakers would have in this scenario is that LeBron James to the Los Angeles Lakers would revive the greatest rivalry in NBA history in the Los Angeles Lakers and Boston Celtics. Remember, Kyrie and LeBron have not played in a playoff series yet. They still have so many unanswered questions. It's the master versus the apprentice. We still don't know who was right. We still don't know if Kyrie was really ready to take that next step from LeBron, and we still don't know if LeBron truly needed Kyrie. What better stage is there than the greatest rivalry in the NBA for these two to square off head to head? What better stage is there for LeBron, the king, to maybe take his throne back? Reviving this rivalry that has almost been dead for 10 years will definitely take away the spotlight that the Warriors stole from LeBron. Don't believe me? Remember what happened when Kevin Durant joined the Warriors after the Cleveland Cavaliers had just finished winning the NBA championship? All that I remember was the fact that the Golden State Warriors were destined to win a championship. Well, that's all I've got for this video, guys. I was really excited to share my ideas about this situation. I haven't seen anybody really take it from this angle as I have, and I love watching NBA content on YouTube. Nick Smith, Mike Korzimba, all those guys are great, and these guys haven't really looked at it from this angle, and I was really excited to get it to you guys. Please leave what you think in the comment section below. I'd love to hear it. And if you'd like to see me take on different aspects of the NBA, just let me know and I can definitely do that. Feel free to subscribe to my channel, comment, and leave a like, and we will catch you on the next one. Blazing Tech, thanks.